Hey, Prince Bosco here with another video, and today I'm going to be continuing my mod review of Galacticraft Part 3, and now we're on the moon. So probably the first thing you're going to notice is the fact the moon looks a lot different than Earth or the space station because it has different ground on it, and this is called moon turf. So I'll get to that in a second. But first off, gravity is much lighter on the moon, so you just jump around like so. And you're gonna have to use everything we learned previously to make a base with air. That was explained in part 2. In part 1, I explained how to make oxygen stuff and how to make a couple other things that you're gonna need for this. So first off, I'm just gonna put down my flag. Gotta hold down on it, and just let go, and ta-da, I have a little flag. I missed something in my past 2 parts because I didn't know that this could be crafted with stuff found on Earth. So first off, here's a heavy duty helmet, chest plate, leggings, heavy duty boots, and full tool set and sword. Basically, you craft them all the same, except instead of like wood or whatever, you use steel plates. As you can tell, it does less damage than a diamond sword, and I'm not exactly sure really, but I imagine it could be more. You could check that out for yourself. So I'm gonna go get right into the review. So this chest basically shows the moon turf, which is down. See that footprints on it, and these footprints are permanent unless you do that. So if you break it, and you have dirt, and dirt just looks like that. It looks a lot like turf, many of the stone, which looks like. There's nothing really special about it. It's just decoration. But I want to show you something interesting. You think you can brighten up everything, but look what happens when you try. Boom! Everything is black. So night vision is not going to help you. So just check that in here. So there are 3 ores you can find on the moon. First one is a copper ore, and you can smelt that in copper ingots. There's tin ore, which you can smelt into tin ingots, and there's a new ore, cheese ore, which is only on the moon, which when you mine it, you get a cheese curd, which you can craft into a block of cheese. And to do that, you just need 8 cheese curds surrounding a milk bucket. Now look at each one of these, which you can actually place down like so, and have yourself a nice snack. Now another thing you might be able to see if you look around, like over here for instance, there are these fallen meteors, and you'll see them fall down on the moon's surface quite often. So you can mine one of these fallen meteors with a diamond pickaxe, heavy duty, or a dash, which we'll get into dash in part 4. And you'll get a raw meteoric iron. Now there's a couple things you can do with the raw meteoric iron. You can put it in a crafting bench, and you'll get 3 throwable meteor chunks, and pretty much you can just chuck it. Not that special. It's really weapons, right? But another thing you can do is you can smelt a throwable meteor chunk, and you'll get a throwable meteor chunk that's on fire, and it gives you amount of seconds it'll be hot for, so you can chuck it and it's just on fire. So that's kind of cool. And the heat stores in chests. But the main thing that's useful for raw meteoric iron is if you smelt it, you can get a meteoric iron ingot. Now, you can use these crafting recipes, but I want to show you something interesting. These censored glasses are very useful in the crafting. You'll need 2 sensor lenses, but since you don't know how to craft that, I'll show you right here. You'll need some redstone, glass panes, compressed meteoric iron, and you'll get one of those. And I showed this in the last episode, but it's going to show it quickly. You just compress like so, and just wait a second and it should give you a compressed Meteoric Iron plate you can use to make the sensor lens. And then you just need some string, diamond, Meteoric Iron ingot, and Censored Glasses lens, and you'll get Censored Glasses. Put these on, you just open up your inventory, put them on like so, and as you can see, your vision is greatly changed. And most of this doesn't matter except for that. You see that little square on the screen? These will pop up whenever there's an ore that is I think it's about 5 blocks away from you. So you can use this to track it. See, it's like it's over here, and it is about here, and there it is. And once you mine it, it's gone. So these are pretty useful for searching for ores. So I would definitely recommend these if you can have the resources. Now this is another thing that you don't have to craft on the moon, but the main use is for other planets, and that is that is the buggy. And the buggy, in order to craft it, you're going to have to go to the moon, because you're going to need a moon buggy schematic, and you can get this schematic from moon dungeon chests. And what you do with schematics is you open up this, you go to this spot here, plop it in, press unlock schematic, and this will open up this one right here. So what you're going to need is you're going to need 4 wheels, and in order to craft these wheels you're going to need 4 leather surrounding compressed steel. And you're also going to need a seat, and the seat is compressed steel and compressed iron. And then you're going to need 11 tier 1 heavy duty plates, which I showed how to craft in part 1. And these are optional, but I would recommend it. Is Buggy Storage Boxes. You can craft up to 3. And so in order to craft a Buggy Storage Box, you need compressed steel on either side, some compressed iron, and a chest. So you can craft with up to 3 of these. So I'll show you how you can craft it. So you just go over to this here, put your wheels in place like so, go around like that, and a chair in the middle, so then you can get a normal buggy. But if you had one of these, storage space 18, 36, and 54. So that is how you can craft a buggy. But if you put down the buggy, you will notice if you press F that there's no fuel. So, no loops. I'll show you how you fuel that up. It's similar, almost similar to the first one, but what you'll need is 9 buggy fueling buggy fueling pads. You'll need 3 compressed steel, 3 iron blocks, and it'll give you 9. You need a fuel loader, some fuel, which I've shown how you get it in part 1, and some sort of power source. So you just place them like so, and that will happen. And place your buggy on it like that. Then you can put your fuel loader on really any side. It'll automatically, almost any side, I guess. It'll lock right on. So what you do is you put in the fuel, and then you have to put in some power, wait for it to load up a bit, and press load fuel. And it'll start loading her in. So if you press F, you can see that the tank is filling up, which is good. And then you just fill up a bunch of stuff. So as you can tell, it doesn't take much gas to actually fill these up. In fact, it looks like one tank is just enough. So all you do is you drive around like a boat. It's pretty useful for getting around. It's pretty neat. So as you can tell, spider. Looks like a spider. And it drops normal spider stuff. Zombie burns in a day. Drops normal zombie stuff. And then creepers drop normal creeper stuff. Skeletons, they drop skeleton stuff. So pretty much they're just normal mobs, except they can breathe in space. Now, evolved alien villagers only spawn in villages. I couldn't find a village, unfortunately. I looked around, could never find one. But I will put a link to, I believe it was Last Breath, episode 5, where I was in a village, and that will show you what they look like. And pretty much, they look like that. And you can't trade with them, and yeah, they don't drop anything. And I will get into this later, but there's something else I would like to show you after I change back into peaceful. So down here you will see something interesting, and that is a dungeon that I previously mentioned about with the Buggy schematic, and this is where you can get rocket tier 2 schematic, which you need to go to Mars. So the entrances generally look like this, and what you'll find is a lot of spider webs and bricks. These kind of bricks are invincible. They're like bedrock, except you can break and trade them, obviously. So yeah, these torches are not actually up. I put these up to light it up a bit. These aren't too rare. They spawn once every, I think, 500 blocks or so. So not that bad. It still took me a while to find it, but you shouldn't have too much problem. So yeah, just clear out the spider web. Quite a bit of mob spawners. So if you continue your journey through these halls and go down here, there's only one way, so they already blocked that. You can find chests. This is what you can find in the chest. I did not put anything in there, so that's actually what you find. And if we continue down here just a bit more, we should get into an interesting room that I will be able to talk more about. Here we are. So this is a boss room, and this is where this guy spawns. So he's good to know. He spawns for a second and T-spawn due to the fact that I'm in peaceful. And so I will go into normal. This might get loud, so it might drown out my voice. But this is generally what he picks you up. He sounds really This is what he looks like. He kind of looks like a wither skeleton. And it drops a key. And if you wonder what you use this key for, right in here, you just put it in that chest. Unfortunately, actually, I can't find. Oh. Well, never mind. It seems to have stuff in the chest when you just defeat him, because there wasn't stuff in here before. I didn't know that. So as you can see, I found a tier 2 rocket in there. This is a little bad. It did destroy one of my crafting recipes I had. I don't remember. I think it destroyed. I don't quite remember what it destroyed, but that's how you find tier 2 rocket. So you just put the schematic in this like you would normally. I already have it here. Oh, I remember what it had in it. Okay. Give me a moment. So you're gonna need. I was gonna grab a stack of this. I don't remember what it's called. These. And this. And this. You should already know how to craft these. But you don't know how to craft the tier 2. And to craft the tier 2, you're gonna pretty much use the electric compressor to compress Meteoric Iron and heavy duty plating tier 1, and you'll get tier 2. And you're gonna need. Okay, so apparently you need 10 of these, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, so you're gonna need 2 of these, 2 tier 1 boosters, and to craft them you're gonna need compressed Meteoric Iron on either side, tin canister in the middle, yellow wool, air vent, and some heavy duty plates. So to make it, you will put rocket fins. Oh wait, no, wrong rocket. This rocket. Your rocket fins, your engine, your nose cone. Don't need that. Okay, these will go here. These will go there. And you will get tier 2 rocket. You can add chests on here, bigger. But that's pretty much tier 2 rocket. You'll fuel it up the same as you fueled up tier 1. And then you'll be able to go off into Mars. So anyways guys, that's pretty much everything the moon has to offer. I will showcase Mars. I'll showcase Mars in my next episode, and I'll explain what there is to do on Mars. Until next time guys, see ya, stay awesome.